So everybody, for this week's lesson, I did listen to all of your feedback and I've tried my best to accommodate for absolutely everyone. And what I did find was that the majority of you liked it when I had lots of small challenges, and you actually wanted to see more than 3 small challenges in a lesson. So for this lesson, I've tried to create 5 small challenges for you. Also, this week and from now on, I'm going to be asking you more specific questions about the lesson we just had, and also the task we did and what they relate to. So make sure you're listening very closely during the videos, and like always, when I demonstrate a video to you, or an activity to you in the video, you need to press pause when I've completed it, and you need to have a go yourself before the next video starts playing. Liking your feedback as well, I've tried to create activities that involve easy to find items around your house instead of having to make things like paper planes. So for this week, you're going to need a towel. You're going to need that trusty old sock ball that we've been using the whole way along. Unless you have an actual tennis ball or a bouncy ball, you can use that, but I'm going to stick to the sock ball like most of you probably need to as well. You'll need a wooden spoon, and I'm sure everybody's house has a wooden spoon or a ladle that you could use. And lastly, you're going to need a hat for an extension activity at the end. But if you don't have a cap, that's fine. You don't need to do the extension activity at the end, but it is up to you. I will try to make these challenges from easiest to hardest, so let's get into the first one. For the first challenge, you're going to need your towel, and we're going to be working on developing some shoulder flexibility. A lot of us are at our computers all the time now, and we're hunched over and we're rounded like this, and we get really round backs. So it's important that sometimes we need to stretch out and open up those shoulders. So this activity is going to be a challenge, and I'll be interested to see who gets the highest number. But the way it will work is you'll need to get your towel. You need to hold the towel on the ends, or to the point at which your arms don't bend when you bring it over like this. So you don't want to have your arm bending to have to get it around. You want to keep your arms nice and straight, and you'll feel a really good stretch in there. And if that's too easy, what you can do is you can actually bring your hands in just a little bit. But as you can see, that's too close for me, and I can't get my arms over and keep them straight, so I need to go out. So if it's too hard, put them out further. If it's too easy, bring them in. And our challenge is going to be, we're going to see how many times we can bring this towel all the way around our body and step through. It's kind of like we're skipping, but we're not jumping. And we're going to have a 1-minute go and see how many times we can get that to go all the way around. So press pause if you have to, get your towel, and then I'll put the 1-minute timer on when you get back. All right, everybody. You should be back now. I'm going to put the 1-minute timer on. And I'll sit it over here so I can see it the whole time. Are you ready? We're going to see how many times the towel can go around our body in 1 minute. On your marks, get set, go. 1. Make sure you keep those arms straight. 2, 3. If you get sore going one way, go the other way. 4, 5. Alternate which step you go through. 6. 8, that's 20 seconds. 10. Don't forget to change ways. You can go forward and backward, get a good stretch in there. 40 seconds, 20 more to go. 19, 20, 21, 2. Oh, I'm getting tired. And stop. That's your 1 minute. I got the towel right around my body 25 times. Hopefully you did better than me. Alright everybody, and if you forgot what I was talking about, that was working on flexibility. The next activity we need, it's going to be working on our ability to find range from the head of a stick or a racket that we might be using. So as you know, when we play tennis or cricket or baseball, anything that involves a racket or a bat or a club and a ball, when we swing it, we actually need the ball to be a little bit further away from our body than it would be if we were catching it. And that's because if I was catching a ball, it would be close to my hand, it would be here. But as you can see, I still have all of this racket in front of me. Or in this case, it's a spoon. So what you need to do is, you need to position the ball further away from your body at the end of that racket or bat, or in this case, spoon. And this is going to be a very simple task, and it's just going to help us develop that bat eye or racket eye or club eye coordination. So what I'm going to do is put my ball in my spoon, and I'm going to practice just tossing it up and catching it. And as you can see, I'm keeping that distance. If the ball gets too close, I'm coming back. If it gets too far away, I'm going forward. And as you can see, I'm coming down nice and soft with it. So this is also teaching us soft hands when we catch, because sometimes a ball will come and we have hard hands and it just bounces out. So this is teaching us that skill as well. So what you're going to do for me is you're going to practice just tossing this ball up and down, but you need to try and catch it 20 times. So if I toss it up and I catch it, oh, I dropped that one, doesn't count. If I toss it up and I catch it nice and soft, that's 1, 2. But if I drop it, that doesn't count. So you're going to press pause on this video and attempt that now. And if you're finding it too easy going up and down, you can add the challenge in there of going around the ball, okay? Press pause and have your attempt now to get to 20 catches. Okay everyone, you should be back now from that. As you can see, like you asked, the challenges are getting a little bit more challenging as we go, and hopefully they're short enough for you as well. This next challenge that we're going to work on, it will be working on our balance. So what I'm going to do with my wooden spoon again is I'm going to position it with the skinny handle end in the flat of my palm like this. I'm not grabbing it, it's just sitting there flat. And the larger head of the spoon is up the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving my hand around to keep that spoon balanced for as long as possible. And I'm going to attempt this 10 times, or for you, you're going to attempt it 10 times. I'm just going to do it the once. And you're going to try and remember the longest balancing period you had. So really good opportunity to have your stopwatch here. If you don't have a stopwatch, you can just count. This challenge looks like this. I set the spoon, my hand's flat, and I start balancing. I'm not grabbing the spoon, I'm just moving my hand around. Oh, that was probably about 5 seconds. I think I could do a little bit better than that. Same thing again, I've got lots of space around me. I'm watching the spoon, I'm moving my hand to keep the balance. Oh, not as long that time. It is a bit more tricky than it looks, but I would be really interested to see how long some of you can balance that spoon on your hand, okay? Press pause and you can attempt that now. 10 goes and try and remember your longest time. Okay everybody, we should be back now for, what is it? Challenge number 1, 2, 3. Challenge number 4 now we're up to. Challenge number 4, I'm going to call it around the body. So you know how at school sometimes we play around the world where you need to shoot from all different points on the basketball court? Well, this time it's going to be called around the body, and we're not shooting. What we're doing is we're actually going to tap our ball on different parts of our body. And if we mess up, we have to go all the way back to the start. So the way it works is I'm going to drop the ball and I'll need to either tap it with my foot and catch it or tap it with my knee. But first of all, I'll show you the order. I'm going to drop it, kick it with the top of my foot and catch it. Drop it, kick it with the bottom of my foot and catch it. Drop it, hit it with my knee and catch it. Drop it, hit it with my inside of my elbow and catch it. Drop it, hit it with my hand and catch it. Drop it, hit it with the back of my hand and catch it. And then my shoulder, and then my head to finish off. And if you want, you can go all the way down the other side of your body as well. But the catch is, if you don't catch it on one of those areas or zones of your body, you have to go all the way back to the start, the top of your foot. Let's see if I can get all the way around now. Top of my foot. Oh yes, bottom of my foot. Knee. Inside of my elbow. Bottom of my hand. Back of my hand. Other elbow on the pointy end or the outside. Shoulder. Head. Ooh, let's see if I can go down the other side of my body now. Change hands. Head. Shoulder. Oh, elbow. Other side of my elbow. Hand. Back of hand. Knee. Ooh. Ah, no. Right at the end I messed up. I failed. I have to go all the way back to the start now. So all the way to my other foot. So you can press pause now and you can try and see if you can get that ball tapped and caught all the way around your body in all the different parts. And if you do one side, go back down the other side. And if you make a mistake or drop the ball, you have to start all the way over again, okay? Now everyone, you should have been back from pressing pause and attempting that last challenge. Now challenge number 5, and this is going to be just the extra challenge or the one for a little bit of fun, because I know not everybody has a hat at home, but you should. This last challenge is going to be, I need to try and flip the hat and catch it on my head. I don't want to throw it really high because it might hurt just a little bit if it gets me on the hard part. It just needs to be a little flip and a little catch, and I'm going to see if I can do it. Fingers crossed, I hope I can. Be good if I did it first shot as well. Oh, almost. Inside out. Come on. Oh, there we go. I should have been facing the camera the whole time. Everybody, those are your 5 challenges for this week. I hope you enjoy them. Don't forget, complete your Google Doc, or Google form, sorry. Make sure that you answer all of the questions, and if you don't know the answer to something, you can go back and you can look at this video. Don't forget, I would love to see videos of you completing these challenges. That way I can mention you in the feedback video for next week. And if you would like to do more PE, which I hope you do, don't forget there are those PE optional activities in your Google Classroom that you can check out, and they're a lot of fun. Alright everybody, thanks very much for this week, and bye for now.